hills that surrounds Dorking where I grew up. And just so that you can see a little bit better, we've actually got Reigate over in the distance over there. Gatwick Airport apparently is in this direction, and Brockham, Devil's Dyke in this direction, Chanctonbury Ring, I'm not sure what that is, Leith Hill that way, and Dorking, which is where I grew up, in this direction. And then there's also other places going in that direction too. So it's just a little spot of English countryside that is really gorgeous. I do remember doing a little bit of sledging down this hill once upon a time, obviously in the winter. Anyway, we will move on to the crafting video and enjoy it. Bye. Hello, and if I haven't already said it, welcome to Something Saturday. So today I thought we would have a quick look at the Stars at Night hybrid embossing folder. Okay, it's called a hybrid because it has both dies and an embossing folder. So those are the dies, and hang on a second, this is the embossing folder. Probably can't see it terribly well like that, so I'm just going to tuck my dies back into there and bring in this. So there is a stamp set as well that goes with it, which I don't actually have because although I like the Merry Christmas and celebrating the magic of a season, I'm actually not a big fan of holiday season as a wording on my Christmas cards because I am a Christian, so I tend to go with Christ. So yeah, I like it to a certain extent, but I didn't like it enough that I decided I wasn't going to buy it. So that's that. However, I will say, having said that, since I've seen it, the saying actually goes beautifully in there. But I'm sure I'm going to find other sayings that will go into there, so I'm not too fussed about that. All right, so this is what the die set does. And you'll find, hopefully, I'm just going to stand up and check that this is actually working. So in this one here, it's got like a little dotted lines going through it. Obviously this one's got the dots on the outside of it. These ones here have debossing as part of them. So there's 3 that are debossed there. Debossed just means that it's pushed down rather than embossed, which is pushed up. So that's what the dies look like. And then I actually haven't put this through to show you what the whole thing looks like, but I have done something that I think is kind of clever, is that if you cut out these pieces, because when you look at the dies, okay, sorry, shouldn't have got rid of them. These 3 here are actually joined together, which is fine, but you don't want to emboss it with the folder and then go and cut them out because it squashes it down. So I've got a plan. Ha ha, a cunning plan. And the plan is that you go ahead and you cut these dies out of here first of all, and then you take this piece and you carefully line it up inside here. As you can see, I've already lined mine, so line it up. And you want to put it through your stamping, cut and emboss machine so that you end up with these pieces here that it will just kind of slot into. And then that way, when you have your pieces cut out, you can just slide those into there. And, oh, excuse me. That wasn't quite the plan to drop everything, but there you go. So when you use an embossing folder, always have the fold towards the machine, because that way you can't end up with it accidentally out and break the fold of your folder. Oh, I know what I mean. Okay, so slide that into there and persuade it down like that. Make sure it's straight. So when you use it, I'll run it through and then I'll explain. Hang on a minute. Go, 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 go. And we come out the other end. So when you use a thick embossing folder like this one, you need only the base plate, the embossing folder, which, as I say, you're going to turn it round and have it so that the fold is towards the machine. And you want the grey plate, which tells you that it is not a cutting surface. So there you go. And then, let's just pop this down here. Then that should be in exactly the right place. How amazing does that look? Even looks good from the other side as well. So I just figured that was a really handy tip to know, so that you can just slide in. I've already done this one. You can slide it in, you can put it through, and potentially you could just, you can do all three at the same time if you want to. I only did the first one to see whether it worked, and it did. So yeah, that's what I would do, is put all three through at the same time, and then you don't have to worry about putting them back through the stamping, cut and emboss machine and flattening them all down. So woohoo! The other bonus with it is that, so some of these other little ones here, let's see, pop that there and that there. Little one like this actually fits nicely onto there, and little one like this, of which there are two of each of these, kind of fits nicely onto that one. Then there are these ones which I don't know whether they fit. Can't say I've looked for this one, I have to admit. It kind of looks like that one there is actually this little guy. Yeah, it feels like that actually slots into place. But then obviously these other two pieces aren't around it, which is a bit of a pity in some ways. And I can't see it anywhere else on there. But anyway, no, I can't see one that looks like that. So there you go. Anyway, so you can potentially cut out that one and pop it onto there and do that too if you wanted to. So there's that, and these ones would probably be the easier ones to do, I have to admit, because you can cut them out of this card as well and pop them on. And I may well do that actually, just to make sure that that I can do that in the future. Anyway, enough waffling on that. So I thought I would also show you, enter my bits and pieces, how they look if you do them in gold. How amazing does that look? I mean, white is nice, but gold is whoa. And there's that one in the gold. This one clearly hasn't been done yet in the white, but these pieces look kind of cool in the gold as well. And so, that was really silly. I probably should have done that one so that I could show you how it looks on top of it. There's that, and there's this one. So those all fit nicely on top of each other. Then you've also got something like that, fits nicely onto there. They're really cool. They just layer and layer and layer. So, these two I've actually gone ahead and embossed as well. So potentially, you know, you could have it like that and like that. They're so cool. And then this one I just think is amazing. How cool is that? I just want to make sure you can actually see it. Yep. How amazing is that? So that is this one here that's got the little holes in it. And then I've actually put that onto, somehow, not entirely sure how I've done it now, onto there. Oh, seriously, Heather. Oh, goodness. Looks like Josh is out on his bike and the dog's probably chasing him. Anyway, you can see what I mean. But I just think it gives such an incredible effect, that one. Just, yeah, I just think it's really wowy. Okay, so I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with these, and hopefully I get the opportunity to do something with them before I head off to England, because I'm pre-recording this so when I get back I don't have to stress about the fact that I've also got a class at the end of the week as well as trying to get this done. So if I get round to doing something with it, which hopefully I will put it onto my blog. If not, I'll be putting photos of all this lot onto my blog. And my little tip with this, come and join me next Saturday. If you're part of my classes, then come to a class, because that'll be lovely to see you. And I shall look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, bye.